Hello everybody. I went to the Salton Sea today, went on an adventure to go see what had happened there and what had happened to this once oasis in the desert. And I got a lot of information and I'm going to share it here with you. These first images are really kind of just showing lost dreams, and we'll let it go from there.
Here's the North Shore Beach and Yacht Club. It's been restored, and it's now like an interpretive center. It's closed today. You look across the sea, there's fog. It's actually really picturesque and beautiful. The building itself is completely restored, and these piers out here is where they used to have a marina that would lead out through that channel opening right there that's now closed off. And the water would have been probably a good 8 to 10 feet deeper than it is now to allow that channel to be open. And most of that had to be built up right there to make sure no wave action got into the marina.
All right, so I saw this sign and got excited. I thought, kayak rentals. Well, this is cool. I didn't know there was any boats in this lake. Well, you're going to see.
All right, so here I am at the campground at beautiful Salton Sea. $7 for a day pass, which I paid for. All right, I'm just going to walk this way for a second. No lifeguard on duty, no diving. Well, anybody that dives into this, they're doing something special. All right. Very recently, this was underwater here at the Salton Sea, and of course, with the level dropping, this area is now above water. Now, these aren't just, this isn't sand, this is actually the bones of fish. It's when it's packed up like this and uplifted, it's almost hard to walk in. My feet are sinking literally 2 or 3 inches into this fish bone mix. It's not exactly a thing you'd want to come out with slippers and sandals on. Don't think you'd want to swim in that. It's basically a cesspool. There are some birds out there though. Birds don't seem to mind it. It actually has bubbles on top of it with like a green tinge. Really sad. What potential to be just this beautiful body of water. And yet it's just an absolute ecological disaster.
Now here we are at beautiful Bombay Beach on the Salton Sea.
This is pretty cool. They got a boat here with a cannon on it. It's a relatively large boat too. It probably used to navigate the Salton Sea. And it's just waiting for us to fix it, you know, so it can get back out on the water. That's what I call optimism. And I hope it does get back out on the water. This looks like the framework of a water slide. That just never happened.
So I followed by taking the drone up for a flight. I wanted to get an idea of what these art installations looked like from up above. And so I went up about 30 meters and took some images. Now it was really, really windy. So the drone's getting pushed around quite a bit. It's a big drone. It's not a little one. It's really powerful. And we had about 15, 16 mile per hour wind that I was fighting. But I wanted to get some drone imagery just because I wanted to show the desolation, the edge of the sea. This is right by Bombay Beach, by the town. The levee you're seeing is like a dike they built around the town because years and years ago, I guess it flooded and damaged that little town. At one point, it was actually like beachfront property. And I think that at one point, it was very desirable to have a place there. And a lot of wealthy people had little homes there, little cottages, and they were water skiing on this lake and doing all these great things. Well, now the whole town is basically an art installation. I'm sure there's some retired people living there, but mostly it looked like artists, and they were really making their art about the sea. And as I wandered through the town, I'm going to show you a lot more of it here. There's just some amazing artwork that's happening. Some of it's kind of humorous, some of it's sad too. And I hope you enjoy it.
People are actually really good artists here. A lot of great art all around Bombay Beach. And here we have Bombay Beach, Sotheby's International Realty. And then I'll just pan.
As I left Bombay Beach, I took a ride down to Salvation Mountain and Slab City. Here they are. So after going to Salvation Mountain, a very famous location, Slab City is right next door, and I wanted to go in there and take a look at that. There's just an amazing group of artists there, and they've created this basically a country in the middle of the desert of their own. I leave you now with the sunset over the Salton Sea.